caught in a loop of endless self-reflection. It's a trap that could be stalling your growth right now, while your deep in thought vital opportunities are slipping away. Picture this: you're obsessing over every decision you made this week, convinced you're figuring it out, but really you're just spiraling into self-doubt. This dangerous cycle can blind you to new ideas and approaches. Consider this scenario: you receive feedback on a project you've invested in, but instead of embracing it, you replay your mistakes and sink deeper into negativity. That's not reflection, that's self-sabotage. Have you noticed how often you trace back your actions searching for answers? The more you dig, the more tangled you become, trapped in your own thoughts. Think about a setback you faced. Did you obsess over it, letting it define your abilities? Or did you step back, learn from it, and adapt? The difference lies in how you approach self-reflection. Now, imagine redirecting that energy into action. Instead of ruminating, why not set small, achievable goals? This shift from overthinking to productive thinking can make a significant difference. But beware: the longer you stay in that reflective state, the harder it becomes to escape. You risk missing out on connections and experiences that could fuel your growth. So, how do you spot these growth hack warning signs? Pay attention to your feelings. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or anxious, it's time to reassess. Ask yourself, is this reflection genuinely helping me, or is it just a familiar trap? Next time you find yourself spiraling, pause and shift your focus. Choose action over dwelling. Your growth depends on it. If you found this perspective interesting, share your thoughts below. Let's start a conversation. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your thoughts, questioning whether that constant self-reflection is actually holding you back? Many believe that reflecting on themselves is a healthy way to gain insight, but here's the twist: it could be causing more harm than good. Imagine obsessing over every decision and mistake, endlessly analyzing your past choices. It sounds productive, right? But is it really? As you replay those moments in your mind, ask yourself, are you stuck in a loop? While you might think you're making progress, you could be creating a mental maze that traps you in self-doubt. Picture this: after a tough week, you sit down to dissect every interaction and setback. Instead of gaining clarity, you find yourself sinking deeper into anxiety. The more you think, the more overwhelmed you become, caught in a never-ending cycle. What if those moments of reflection are clouding your judgment? Each time you second-guess yourself, you're so focused on understanding your past that you become blind to your future. Every hesitation lets fear take control. Think back to a moment when you passed up an opportunity because you were too worried about the outcome. That fear can be paralyzing, stemming from relentless analysis. So where does this leave you? Your potential is still there, just waiting to be unlocked. The first step to breaking free from this cycle is simple: shift your focus from endless reflection to taking action. What if you spent half the time you usually spend analyzing your past on planning your next steps? This isn't about ignoring your feelings, it's about finding balance. Engage in activities that ground you, whether it's a hobby, exercising, or just stepping outside for some fresh air. You might discover inspiration waiting just outside your door. As you start to shift your mindset, challenge yourself. Ask, what can I learn from this moment, instead of just reliving it? It's about changing your perspective to create space for growth instead of stagnation. Here's the key takeaway: reflect, but don't let it take over your life. Find that sweet spot between understanding your past and embracing your future. Ask yourself today, are you ready to step out of the shadows of self-doubt and into a brighter tomorrow? If this resonates with you, consider subscribing for more insights that encourage your growth. We're all on this journey together, And your next step, have you ever felt like you're putting in a lot of effort but not getting anywhere? That frustrating feeling might stem from something you haven't considered: the risks of constant self-reflection. It might sound odd, right? We often hear that looking inward is crucial for growth. But what if that habit is actually holding you back? Many people believe self-reflection leads to insights and progress, yet they often overlook the hidden dangers of those endless thought cycles. Instead of illuminating your path, what if it's creating a fog that clouds your judgment? Imagine this: you're alone, replaying a recent conversation in your head, analyzing every word and pause. It feels productive, dosed it. But hours later, you're still stuck in that moment. What was meant to help you grow has turned into a cycle of doubt and anxiety. This habit doesn't just drain your energy, it can stifle your creativity. When your mind becomes an echo chamber, fresh ideas struggle to emerge, and you might miss opportunities right in front of you. Have you noticed how some people seem to leap from one success to another? They make quick decisions and trust their instincts, while you're busy analyzing every possible outcome before taking action. This is just a personality trait, it's a behavior shaped by the very cycles of introspection you're caught in. Let's talk about the risks of overthinking. Each moment spent ruminating adds another layer to your mental fog. Anxiety creeps in, self-doubt grows, and soon you're paralyzed by indecision. You might think, "I'm just being careful," but there's a fine line between caution and stagnation. What if your critical inner voice isn't protecting you but actually trapping you? Consider this: you have a great idea for a project. You've planned it out, but then you freeze. You start questioning its value, your abilities, and whether it's even worth pursuing. This is where the hidden dangers lean, the second guessing that stops you from taking action. So, how do you break free? The first step is awareness. Recognize when your reflection turns into overanalysis. Catch yourself in those